Police have revealed where they will be deploying the 500 new officers promised by the government, but there's confusion about the definition of new police. That's because more than 150 of the so-called new cops will be filling vacant roles. Senior political reporter Jenna Lynch explains.
Still buzzing from a successful police sting on the Comancheros, arresting nearly the lot of them.
I want to thank the police for the great work they did on the Comancheros. It's just brilliant work. We want to see a lot more of it. It was just absolutely outstanding.
The government passed its new law banning gang patches in public.
We are going to harass gangs. We're going to make their life incredibly difficult.
Well, I think basically what the government's declaring is that they're a gang. You know, they're going to, have some gang behaviour for arresting people.
The law will give police new powers to blanket ban patches even in private homes if gang members flout the laws.
If they breach 3 times, then the police will have the ability to go into their home and take the patch. And gang members do not like the police going into their homes because normally there's drugs and illegal firearms and things like that.
If he really thinks arresting them is going to drive them out of gangs, I can tell you he's wrong. These are the people that were harassed by the state for many, many years and drove them into gangs.
And there's new gang-focused police to go with the patch ban out of the government's promised 500 new cops. 160 will be on the community beat teams, 77 will go to the gang units, 80 will be deployed to public safety teams, that's frontline responders, 16 will go to youth policing, and 167 will fill vacancies.
Is filling vacancies really extra police?
We're talking about the net police that we had when we came to office and 500 more from that point.
You can't include existing vacancies and try and tell the New Zealand public that that's more police.
As of Monday this week, there were 43 fewer police in the force than the day the government took office.
It's a big, hairy, audacious, ambitious goal. We get that, but we're going after it and we're going to make it happen.
Christopher Luxon's composure cracking while talking targets.
Well, guys, no disrespect, but it's not about the frickin' targets. It's actually about the outcomes.
And it appears there are cracks forming on another key law and order policy, firearms. The government is reviewing the firearms registry, introduced following the March 15 terror attack.
Would police be comfortable if the firearms registry was scrapped?
We believe that the firearms registry has added a lot of value.
The police minister totally backs police on that.
The register will stay. There's no doubt about that. That's important.
But the minister in charge is from ACT, who campaigned on scrapping the registry.
Stick to what the coalition agreement says, is that's it, we're going to have a review.
National drawing its line in the sand.
I'd need quite a lot of evidence to highlight that it would be going.
Do you absolutely commit to maintaining the gun register, to not scrap the gun register?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Yep.
So if the minister brings that option to Cabinet, you will block it?
Well, as Police Minister, yes, absolutely.
No minister can make that decision by themselves, either myself or Mark Mitchell, and we are part of a coalition government.
Coalition government on totally different pages on the gun registry.
Jenna, some really strong views there. They're digging their toes in. So how serious is the scrap over the firearms registry going to get?
Yeah, it could get messy. ACT tends to view this as talking out of school before Cabinet has made a decision as an act of bad faith. Just look at how David Seymour reacts around the Treaty Principles Bill as an example. And 3 News understands that ACT has raised this with National in the background, has asked Mark Mitchell to stop expressing a public view on the registry before the review is complete. Now, the way that the terms of reference for the review are written, one could be forgiven for thinking that ACT is hoping that a cost-benefit analysis will rule that the registry is not worth it. Ultimately, it's a decision for Cabinet to decide, and if ACT doesn't like that, National would be well within its rights to argue that if ACT really wanted to scrap the register, they should have negotiated that in coalition talks rather than a review.